I'm going to hand over to Daniel now for the last pitch of the day. Please welcome him.
Saving the best for the last. So, this is the office of Magic Glimp, startup based in Silicon Valley, and their team is celebrating the recently raised Series B round, which they're going to use to scale the business by 10x. In order to do that, they're going to have to revamp their entire tech stack. And to achieve that, they're going to have to scale their tech team from 3 to 10 software engineers. And that's when the problems start. Because right now, it takes more than 60 days on average to hire just one software engineer. At the same time, starting salaries have skyrocketed the past few years, reaching well over the $100,000 mark. So fast forward 6 months, and Magic Glimp is still short of 5 developers, stuck with an unscalable product, angry customers, and furious investors. That's the story of our first customer. And they're not alone, because right now, there are more than 1 million unfilled tech roles in the world. And that number is expected to increase to 4.6 million in 2030. Moreover, this problem is not limited to Silicon Valley. Tech hubs all across the globe, from Asia, Europe, and the Americas, are suffering the ever-increasing shortage of tech talent. But there is a solution, and it's been out there for years. Companies can go to emerging markets to source from untapped pools of tech talent. But they usually employ solutions that are either short-term focused or non-scalable, such as contracting outsourcing firms or hiring freelancers. The proper way to do it, which is hiring dedicated remote teams, is only available to the big guys, the established multinationals and unicorns that have the deep pockets and infrastructure to go on the ground and hire locally. But not anymore. Enter Angat. We allow any company to access untapped pools of talent and set up remote tech teams. And this is how we do it. We identify key emerging markets, go on the ground, and establish ourselves as the leading tech community in order to attract talent into our platform. It includes providing events, relevant content, mentorship, and eventually remote job opportunities to candidates that sign up to Angat. Then, when a company signs up, we can connect them directly to a pool of pre-vetted candidates so they can build a team in days, not weeks. Once the candidates are selected, then we can, once the candidates are selected, we hire them directly through our local entity. So we can provide full-time contracts and eventually guarantee the long-term viability of the remote team by providing the necessary infrastructure to do so, which is handling payroll, benefits, office space, thriving community so companies can focus on what really matters, which is managing their teams and building amazing products. The business model is fairly simple. We bill companies the overall cost of hosting their teams, which includes the salaries, the benefits, the office space, and a monthly recurring fee of $1,000 per every developer that we successfully place with them. And we believe this is the right moment to enter this market. Our counterparts in other markets, such as Terminal, based in Canada and Mexico, have recently raised a Series B of $17 million. Andela, which sources talent from Africa, has also raised a Series D of $100 million, clearly proving that this business model is viable and scalable. And we intend to do the same in a market that we consider prime for this model, which is the Philippines, home to over 1 million qualified IT professionals, the best English-speaking population in Asia, and most importantly, a strategic geographical location which allows us to serve the hiring needs of key, both emerging and established across the globe, such as the west coast of the US, Australia, and the rest of Asia Pacific. And we have the right team to execute on this. Vasil, my co-founder, has spent more than 4 years on the ground in the Philippines, having been Chief Operating Officer of First Circle and helping them raise the largest Series B in the history of the country. Our technical director, Martin, is a leading figure in both the tech and educational community in the Philippines. At the same time, Jose, our advisor, PhD in computer science, has led the tech development of Job and Talent, one of the largest employment platforms in Europe, backed by one of the co-founders of Skype. As for myself, I have more than 7 years of experience being first man on the ground, scaling several startups both in established and developing markets such as West Africa and Europe. In just a few months of operations, we've managed to scale our talent pool to over 600 qualified IT professionals. At the same time, we've signed 7 clients and have over 40 companies in the pipeline that are interested to scale their team with us. Most importantly, we already have developers placed with companies, and are on track to generate over 250,000 of annualized GMV by the end of the month, and also on track to breach the million mark later this year. We have very ambitious goals for 2020, and to do that, we're raising 2.5 million US dollars to invest in our product so we can scale our talent acquisition capabilities and go from hundreds to thousands of qualified professionals that we can later place with our growing pipeline of clients. So, my name is Daniel, this is Angat, and if you're interested to learn more about our business, or if you have portfolio companies struggling to hire tech talent, I'll be more than happy to speak with you after the presentation. Thank you.